Well, it seems like Kinetic Games has gone and given some new updates for Phasmophobia players. This is Levistro, the Dragon of Cyberspace, giving you the latest news, tips, and tricks in the gaming industry. So let's get on into it, shall we? Kinetic Games, the game development company known for its title Phasmophobia, a paranormal detective puzzle and scavenger hunt game available on Steam, has recently announced two bits of news for Phasmophobia players. Let's get into it, shall we? Yesterday, Kinetic Games has released this tweet. We had a bit of an update here, Ghost Hunters. Kinetic Games is now Play Phasmo, the account for all the latest on Phasmophobia. Kinetic Games Dev is now the development studio account. Please give it a follow and stay up to date with what our talented team is up to. Phasmophobia is a game that came out in 2020 and is still having many players today. It is amazing to see how the game went from what it was in 2020 to a well-beloved game there in 2024, with many events ranging from apocalypse hunt, challenge mode, weekly challenge tasks, and thrills and chills throughout the past 4 years. Recently, they came up with a new hotfix. The hotfix is labeled version 0.10.10 and hotfix version 0.10.1.1, which both came out in the past 24 hours. The hotfix states fixes: if you fail to connect to Vivox, you'll now still be able to play, but without voice chat. The ghost can no longer always hear you in single player if you using either push to talk or toggle mute. You can now be heard after using global chat if you're using toggle voice chat. Banned players can now get past the splash screen. If you experience any issues, please join the official Phasmophobia Discord link here. Thanks, the Kinetic Games team. But it doesn't stop there, with many photos being taken having issues or not being able to delete old photos, which again, Kinetic Games has decided to address this in minor update version 0.10.1.0. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We have got some news for you. For Vivix, the multiplayer voice chat system has been changed from photon voice to Vivix. Voice recognition is unaffected by these changes. This new system has higher quality audio, support for a wide range of microphone and headphones, echo cancellation, noise suppression. Fix the issue where the ghost can't hear you during single player. Global chat will no longer be new. 2 photos can now be removed from the journal. You cannot remove 3-star photos. While in multiplayer games, players will vote on whether a photo should be removed or not. UI has been added to the photo journal page to show the amount of photo removals available. And while a lot of people are celebrating this, I felt it was necessary to make a video because a lot of people forget to read the fine print. Note, this is a temporary fix to alleviate many issues players have had with the photo system. This will be adjusted further in the upcoming major photo rework update. So there will be another photo update they've admitted in the future. But for now, a lot of players and Ghost Hunters are celebrating the changes to be able to change and remove photos from the photo journal. I personally like this news because there are sometimes we take photos by accident or are unable to get a good capture to ghost and need to fix this issue. Further changes include the Lantern Room has been split to different ghost rooms to avoid fusion fixed sensor place. Lantern Room top, Lantern Room bottom. Removed B haptic support. Improved player movement to help it feel much smoother and there's less stuttering. Head bob will now only bobs when you're moving. Wheelchairs will no longer be pushed when interact. A new interaction will be added to these wheelchairs further to develop. Fuse box on Point Hope will now only spawn in the entry house, kitchen, games room, and master bedroom. Lower the volume of the Tanglewood landline phone interaction. Lower the volume of the airball ghost. One thing I wish they would have do for changes is my personal issue is the sprint. The sprint feels like it makes the character feel like it's out of shape, unable to really do the things it's supposed to do. While I understand that we don't want to make it easy to outrun the ghost, that's perfectly understandable and fair. The sprint system still feels like it's too short for an actual sprint. Something I wish if they would be fixed, or maybe have a mechanic where when the ghost is hunting, you can't sprint for some reason. I mean, it is that's what be the game after all. So perhaps a supernatural event that stops you from being a sprint. Here's the fixes in the current update. Dots will no longer stop emitting when placed in areas. The sound sensor icons will now face direct on the minimap. The lighthouse tent door in Point Hope is no longer invisible when viewed through parabolic glass. Just the broken fuse box sparks to stop them from going through floor. You can no longer walk up the broom and Point Hope maintenance room. Phantoms will now disappear when taking a photo of them in full with a full journal. Several plates now have more accurate collisions. Move some assets to stop players from getting stuck behind the fire gate in Point Hope Games Room. Players will no longer jitter when going to the top level stairs in Point Hope. Players will no longer get stuck when traveling down the stairs in top level stairs in Point Hope. Fix the rendering artifacts on Point Hope's upstairs door. It's now possible for VR players to acquire the Ferryman badge. And by the way, if you haven't obtained the Ferryman badge, I have a link here up here in the top corner that'll guide you how to get the Ferryman badge. Special shout out to Kyle Saber, Nozaku Boy, and Soul Soldier, 3 people I play Phasmophobia with every Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. Central Time, on how to get the badge. Who would have known I was picking up the wrong colored ball. You can now sprint when you die if your sprint setting is set to off. Players can no longer climb certain objects after traversing the staircase. You can now achieve the Poltergeist and Revenant achievement with a Mimic. The Banshee's ability used that will not only count if the Banshee reaches players during a targeted blunder. Ghost events will no longer occur with knowing the location. Which for me, I actually like this because I like to know if there's a ghost event happening. So it's good to be able to witness a ghost event rather than have to find a ghost event to witness it to trigger the sub objective. When using a gamepad, you will no longer buy and sell items in the shop unintentionally at the same time as enabling, disabling, resetting your loadout. Personally, as a Dragon with Claws, this is actually a big plus for me because I play for gamepad. And before you say anything, you gotta understand, I have claws. The mouse and keyboard controls I can't really do in game. And so no, I'm not elitist in that aspect. If you want to play with gamepad or keyboard, it shouldn't matter. The main point is, are you enjoying the game? The VR teleport stamina visuals will now display correctly. If your ID badge gets removed due to it not being unlocked, you will no longer have to select new role to be able to play the game. The improved spawn positions of the phone in Point Hope. Blocking an I wish to see the ghost hunt with tier 3 crucifix will no longer lead the player who wished permanently blind. To give you an idea of the I wish to see the ghost hunt, that is a sentence used in the spirit box that you speak into the spirit box. The VR loading screen will now fade to black correctly when loading training. You can now place video cameras consistently on tripods in VR. Banshees entering their dot state will no longer increase the ability to use that. And as always, they let us all know, if you experience any issues, please join the official Phasmophobia Discord. Thanks to Kinetic Team. If you, as always, they let us gamers and ghost hunters know. If you experience any issues, please join the official Phasmophobia Discord. Thanks to Kinetic Team. What do you think? You play Phasmophobia? Are you excited for the new updates? Put in the comments below about your issues and experiences with Phasmophobia and any changes or updates you hope will be in future updates. As always, this is Levistro, the Dragon of Cyberspace, reminding you to have fun and happy gaming. Also, reminder to please join us, Kyle Saber, Nozaku Boy, and Soul Soldier, 10:30 Central PM every Wednesday for Phasmophobia.